that's willing to give them money. But that's not how my art is going to be designed. That's not how I'm approaching it. I don't care about the money that people give me. That's not what I'm asking for. I'm asking for the person to actually train themselves physically, to work hard and become fit. Do it for yourself. Do it for your health. Not for fame, not for money. As this is another requirement, you are not to be using these techniques for competitions. So I'm not encouraging people to compete. I'm not telling them that, hey, you're going to get fame or you're going to get money for doing this. This is like pure um, inner motivation from within to better yourself as a human being, as a martial artist, to better your fitness, to better your health. Okay? And not a lot of people can do that. A lot of times people train not for the health or the fitness or the inner motivation, but more from the external, more from being attracted to the fame. They want to be famous, so they train hard, or they want a lot of money, so they train hard. A lot of people train for that, but I'm looking for the people that train because they love to take, they love to train, simply just because they enjoy it, and that's not easy, to find, and I'm willing to, you know, to the point where I'm not even worried about exposing the combative techniques to anybody. Whereas if nobody's able to meet the requirements, then it'll just end at that. It'll just end at me, and that's it. I'll just pass away whenever I pass away, and that'll be it. If my children, if one of them has the motivation to train hard, then they can learn it. But if nobody does, then I'm willing to just drop it all, because I really feel that I'm not gonna just sell out my art to just anybody, where it's gonna be mass commercialized, whatever. So basically, what I want to do is make it so it's an elite martial art where you can't just, not anybody can just learn. It's for selected people, and it's kind of comparable to me, like, to Olympic athletes. Have you ever met an Olympic athlete in your life? Very few people have, and that's what makes it special. People that are like in an elite force in the military, that's an elite, say the special forces or something like that. Not anybody can do it. It's for certain selected people that can reach to certain levels, and that's what makes it special. Same thing with even the basic police officer. Not everybody can do it, so there's not that many that you'll find that are in that field. But it is pretty easy, because if they made it too difficult, there wouldn't be any police officers. But I mean, and same thing with professional athletes or people that even play sports in college, like college basketball players. It's an elite training that's required to get to that level, and to even meet somebody at that level. It's pretty amazing, and that's what I want to do with my art. I don't want to sell it out and water it down, commercialize it, in which everybody, anybody's practicing it, and then they're not even fit themselves. They haven't taken themselves, taken care of their bodies, and then it just misrepresents what I have to share. So I want people to represent fully the effectiveness of this art, and represent it, to the fullest potential, balanced out, not just the physical, like the competition fighters, not just being able to know how to fight, not just that, but just combined with everything as far as the mental and spiritual training is concerned. Having your mind well developed, and understanding yourself, and being you know you know doing martial arts, practicing martial arts for the right purposes, and promoting good for the society. So it's going to be a balance out of everything. And honestly, from all the years that I've been training, all the people that I've met so far in my life that I've trained with in martial arts, there's probably only right now, probably only two people that I've ever trained with that meet my requirements to see, as far as who I see as elite martial artists that are doing it for the right purposes, and have really highly trained themselves physically and can really are extremely effective fighters, but yet at the same time very humble, modest, um, and basically representing the true martial arts to me. So there's not that many people that to me that represent it. And I've, like I said, I can think about two of them that I met in college, but that's it. So I'm not expecting to meet a lot of people that are right for this art. Like I said in my earlier videos, that this is not for everyone. This is for a selected few people. And the people that are able to do this will, I believe, will represent truthfully what martial arts should be. And like I said, it's not gonna be a lot of people out there, because I'm not promising fame or fortune, nothing like that. This is just from pure love for the martial arts. So that's why the physical requirements are there. All right, it's designed to make it elite. All right, and they have to be met. Otherwise, there's no hard feelings. But that's just how it is. Just like if you apply for a police job and you can't meet the physical requirements, you're not going to get hired. No matter how qualified you are in the other aspects, if you can't even run a mile and a half at a certain time, you can't be hired. That's just how strict it is. And that's kind of how this art is. There is no hard feelings, but these physical requirements is not, it is extremely important to balance it out, everything, as far as representing to me what the true martial arts should be. So I don't know how long it's going to take for people to meet those requirements, but it depends on the person. Some people can meet it right now, just from seeing what's required, and they can do it. But other people, it might take a few months. Other people might take a few years. But either way, this is what my standard is. Those are my standards for me to say that this person is intermediate level. He's not a beginner anymore. He's intermediate. Okay, and then blue is advanced. All right, the requirements for blue is advanced, and then black is elite instructor. And like I said, that's my expectations, and that's what I would consider a beginner, or an intermediate, advanced, and elite. Okay, and like I said, it's not forever constant. You could be elite one year, but if you can't meet those requirements the next year, then you're no longer elite. You might go all the way back down to beginner if you can't maintain what the level that you got to. So in my art, every single year you have to keep maintaining, or either maintain or take yourself to a higher level. That pretty much solves the issue that I have with the belt system. So every single year you have to keep maintaining everything that you to the level that you've gotten to. All right, and I've made it different requirements for male and females due to the different body types, and I made different requirements for different age groups. So this stuff is not too difficult. I think that I didn't make it too difficult. So I think that it's very reasonable, but at the same time, it will show that you're at a higher level than a lot of other people out there that basically just don't care about themselves, don't care about their health. So that's why it's there.